Java interview question on collection. What is the difference between comparable and comparator? Very important interview question. Now let's first understand the difference, that is in which package comparable is present and comparator is present. Comparable is in java.lang, comparator is in java.util. Method available in comparable is compare to method, takes only one argument, the object, and comparator, it is compare method that takes two arguments. Ordering for comparable, it is natural default ordering of objects, whereas for comparator, it is the custom or external ordering. And where to define comparable and comparator? Comparable should be defined with the class when it's being created. Comparator can be defined in a separate class. So the number of sorting sequences, since comparable has to be written within the same class, there can be only one ordering per class. For comparator, since it is written outside the class, it allows us to create multiple custom ordering. For example, it can be by name, by age, by anything. So does comparable require modification of source code? Yes, it requires modification of the source code. That means the class has to implement the comparable. The same class has to implement comparable. Whereas comparator, it is fine. We can use comparator even without modifying the source code. So example classes for comparable, which is already implemented in classes like string, integer, date, and date implements comparable. Fine. So comparator is collections.sort. It takes a list and then any comparator. So uses comparator. So flexibility, comparable is less flexible because there is only one way to compare, whereas comparator is more flexible because it allows us to use multiple ways to compare it. The easiest way to remember this comparable and comparator, remember this example, you should be remembering comparable and comparator. So remember comparable as a dictionary that always sorts the words in alphabetical order, only one sorting, right? Whereas remember comparator as a librarian can rearrange the books by title, by author, by publication year, right? The custom order. So by this example, you should be able to remember the difference between comparable and comparator, dictionary versus librarian. See you in the next video.